Development of cardiovascular system. In the region of precaudal plate, there is cranial to that there is a region called cardiogenic area. Cardiogenic area. This is the region where the heart develops. In this cardiogenic area, first two endothelial tube develop. This will then fuse to become a larger tube, but they do not fuse inferiorly, the form of like this. Then bulging appears. Bulging appears. So this is bulbous cordis. This will form primitive ventricle. This will form primitive atria, and this is called sinus venosus. Rest complete is called sinus venosus. Of this is the body part of sinus venosus, and this is left horn of sinus venosus, whereas this is the right horn of sinus venosus. Three pair of veins enter to the left horn and right horn. They are left common carotid vein, left umbilical vein, left vitelline vein. These are the three veins which arises in left and right. After that, there is three segments in bulbous cordis. This is the proximal 1/3 segment. This is the conus part, and this is truncus arteriosus part. Here a spiral septum arises. Spiral septum. It is derived from neural crust cells. The primitive 1/3 will be converted into right ventricle. Primitive ventricle will be converted into left ventricle. Primitive atria. In primitive atria, a segment will develop like this, and this is left side and this is right side. This part develop to left atrium and this part develop into right atrium. The spiral septum in truncus arteriosus will develop into aorta and pulmonary trunk. This is called pulmonary bulboventricular sulcus. Look, this one, it is called as bulboventricular sulcus, which will eventually develop into interventricular septum, because here right ventricle will be formed, and from this segment left ventricle will be formed, so a septum will be developed from here. The conus part will develop into infundibulum of left and right ventricle.